Okay, so welcome back. So here we are. We've just created our first project and we've made our first class within that project. So remember, each separate program or application will be in a separate project. But within that project, we normally break down our programs into smaller chunks called classes. When we first start, our programs will be simple enough that they'll just have one class. But as we get more advanced, we'll see how it's going to be helpful to be able to break them down into smaller and smaller chunks. Okay, so we got our hello world. We've got the class file here. And now let's go ahead and now dig in and see what's inside of it. So I can double click it. That'll open up the editor. So you'll notice that there's some stuff already there. The editor tries to anticipate and kind of predict some things that you might put in a class. So it gives you some templates and some just kind of starter code. Oftentimes we're just going to delete that and put our own stuff there. So don't worry about what's there right now. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and delete almost all of it. So starting from here, the line that says public class hello world, I'm going to highlight that all the way to the end, and I'm just going to delete that. Okay, so it seems like kind of a destructive thing to do, but we're actually going to start really simple. So a lot of the templates that they give us, we're eventually going to just delete them and put our own stuff there. Okay, so what do we got left? Well, we got a section right here that just has some comments. So notice how the section starts up here. You have a slash and then a double asterisk, and then notice how it ends here with an asterisk and a slash. So anything between those two symbols, sets of symbols, is what's called a comment. And comments you're going to find are really important for a program. They're not actually run. They don't actually tell the computer to do anything, but they're there for the human reader. So either for yourself or somebody else who has to look at your code later on. And they help document and explain and describe what different parts of your code are doing or trying to do. Okay, so now it gives you a template for stuff you might put in some opening comments. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in my name. And also it often recommends that you put like a version number or a date so you can kind of keep track of the progress of your project. So I'm going to put today's date. You can see I'm kind of working on this before school even starts. And then it often is helpful to put a description of what your program does. Now for our first program, I'm going to do something really simple. We're just going to print a message to the screen. Okay, so I'll put a short little one-sentence description there. So we've got kind of just a comment section and nothing else. Okay, so now we're ready to dig in and start to actually write some code that the computer will actually execute.